So now you got to share the goods, man. You got to share the deets on some of these peak experiences, the peak experience since you've been out, like coming from 0 out of 10. And Alexander was going to show like, where you were 0 out of 10 when you started and like your charts and stuff to where you are now. But like, let that out, man. I want to hear about that from you because I've heard little tidbits, little rumors here and there,
Yeah,
but I
man.
have the scoop, man.
So, I like I said, when I first started, man, if my girl touched me, I could not like get a. I tried to will erections, and it just was not happening. Um, Another thing too, like I actually was gonna share on the call to next week, but like I had a thing where like I would not sleep like naked or without any clothes on because I was so afraid that like she would touch me and like I would not like get an erection fast enough or like I feel like she would be disappointed and that would make me disappointed. I sleep naked every night, man. She touches me anytime she wants, and the thing too, Dan, is like there was a point where I was like, I would always think like, I'm not getting an erection fast enough. And my mindset changed to where I don't count the seconds. I just know that I'm going to get it. Like, and that approach, like that mind switch, like changed everything for me because, there's points now where like, she's not even touching me in a sexual manner and I'm getting an erection or like, and when it does to come time to have sex, like I'm getting it and I'm keeping it, I'm maintaining it. I don't have that anxiety or fear anymore. It's, everything has changed. Oh, another thing too. So when I first started, I really had a huge issue with her on top, like because one of the first discussions we had was she would tell me like how much she enjoys it, how much she loved it, like that was like her favorite position, and I would get so in my head about that damn position, man. And now any position you could think about, we are doing. And I'm getting and maintaining my erections. You know,
Where
Everything
before,
has
just so
changed
it's
for
clear,
me.
you were losing your erection in cowgirl before, or not getting it before.
100, yeah, like I just was not getting it. Like as soon as she would get on top, like I would just like flatline. And where like now, um, you know, if I anticipate that that's what she's gonna do, I'm like I'm already waking up down there. So it changed everything for me, man. Like my life, my sex life is where it was non-existent before, and it brought me anxiety and all these issues. I use it now to for me and my girl to get closer and for me to just explore things with her sexually. It's amazing, man. It really is.
That's so amazing, man. That's so cool. Like I love the fact that now that you have like your ecosystem dialed in, like at least for me and like other guys, like, once you have that control, it's like it's not like if I'm going to, it's like I know I'm going to. And then when you show up, you can just show up and you can do everything that you want and explore everything you've ever wanted with your partner. And I think that there's a closeness there because she doesn't have to second guess it because there's no hesitation on either side. You've got, and then you're going to get it for the long term. You know what I mean? You know that you're not, you know what to do at any step to make sure that that stays strong for life. Where like a lot of guys, they've just accepted, and I've even in the research that I'm doing, a lot of guys have just accepted that they're going to have to take drugs, they're going to have to
Mm,
take injections, they're going to have to get these surgeries like it's a normal thing, but it ain't. And so
it's
I
not.
know it feels great, like to hear all the success stories where people know and they have that control and they just know, like they know now because of the knowledge that they have and the applied knowledge that they have that they're not going to have these issues again.
And really quickly too, Dan, you made a good point. Like it doesn't have to be normal. Like you can like, and Xander knows like, and this isn't my own personal, but like these are people. Like there's guys on these calls, man, that have used ED drugs that are no longer using them. Like they don't need them. So they're like, they don't have to be the norm. You can do this naturally. Like you can do this without all the headaches and side effects that those things cause. So it's like you don't have to do those things. You really don't.
Yeah, and you don't have to do things too, like the same things that are going to make you worse. Because you can. Me and Xander always talk about easy today, hard tomorrow. Or you could put a little work in today, and then it's easy now. So actually, I wanted to ask you about that. is it easy for you now? Like now that you have all these like installed on you, like a USB drive, like is it easy for you now just walking through the world and being a beast, or like talk about that a little
Yeah, it 100% is. And I'll tell you, man, because like I said, like you guys have equipped me with the tools to, maneuver and do things differently. Like, let's say, because, like, like, let's say, like, I do lose it, and I'm never afraid of like not getting it back. Where I feel like that's what I would be fixated on. Where like now I'm, I like you said, I know it's coming back. Like I know it's coming back, and there's other things I can do as long as I like, as long as I, as long as I do what I know I'm supposed to do, and I use the tools that you guys have given me, I'm gonna be fine. Like I don't even like Xander said. I was telling Xander like before, like it's so bizarre to me to feel this way because I felt a completely opposite way for 20 plus years, and I've been in the program. I want to say a little more than like a year now. So um, it it's weird feeling this way, but the the weight off my shoulders is truly I can't even describe what that feels like. Walking into a sexual experience, knowing that you're gonna go in there, you're gonna have fun, and that's what it is. Like you're enjoying it. I'm using sex the way it's supposed to be used. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Me and my girl are connecting. It's not what it was before, where I felt like it was dread, anxiety, all these different feelings that like you shouldn't have when when you're about to have sex. So yeah, it's amazing, man. Like the feeling that I feel is truly is it's a life changer, man. It really is.
Is it better than you imagined, or is it
Yeah,
like exactly what you imagined?
I it's better than what I imagined. And I remember telling Xander, I said, "Where were you at when I was like 18?" Because I need like if I was able to implement these tools back then, I can't imagine like the type of beast I would be. So I mean, but I'm grateful for like where I am now. But I got to say, it's better than what I expected, man. It really is, man. It's a mindset. You walk into it. I feel like for my girl to tell me that I touch her different when I want her, like it's those types of things that like you're doing that you don't even realize now. So it's amazing, man. It's better than what I expected, 100%.